Ravi this side from Learn and Grow. So today we are going to discuss list comprehension. So this is very important topic. So let us discuss it. So what is list comprehension? List comprehension is a short way of doing the operations with your dictionary. Okay, let me give you example. Suppose you have a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is your list. And what I want to do, uh, suppose I want to create a new list. I take empty list so that all the values of num are appended in my list. Then I can do for I need to run for I in nums a loop. Then my underscore list dot append operation I need to do. And if I now print my list, then I will get 1 second. Okay, it should be n. So I will get a new dictionary in which all the values are appended. But how I will do in list this by using list comprehension. So let me show you. So we will create a my underscore list, the list we want to create. For list comprehension, you have to use the square bracket. So these two square brackets. Then what you want to append in your my list. So I want to append n, and this n will come for n in nums by looping in nums dictionary. So in this way, you can also create a list, and this is called list comprehension. So see, it takes only one line, and you took so many lines to do this operation. So same output. So list comprehension is a good way, but sometimes it's confusing. So you need practice to do it. So let us take some more example that things will be clear to you. Okay. Suppose I have a list square equal to a empty list. Suppose I have. Then for I want to do for I in range 1 to 11. So I want to append in my dictionary all the squares from 1 to 10 value. So I can do square dot append. Then I can do I multiply by I. So now if I print my dictionary, sorry, my list, then I will get the value. See all the square I got. Now how I will do it with list comprehension. See, square underscore 1 is my new list that I want to create. This is for list comprehension. I want to append I multiply by I for I in range 1 to 11. So this is done in a one line. So if I print my square underscore 1, so you will get the same value. So for list comprehension, you use square brackets. When we will discuss the dictionary comprehension, in that we will use the curly brackets. So in list comprehension, you use the square bracket. Then this is the value you want to append to this dictionary, and this is the for loop you want to run through the values. Okay, let us take more example of list comprehension. More example, you will see things will be more clear to you. Suppose I have a list. Hmm, let me take a list. This is my list underscore 1. What is my requirement? My requirement is that I should create a new list, and that particular list should have negative value of all this list. Okay, let us do by list comprehension. This is for list comprehension. Negative I for I in list underscore 1. So this is done in one line. If I try to print it, print list underscore 2, so you will get negative value by using list comprehension. Okay. Or suppose I have a dictionary. Sorry, I am again and again speaking dictionary. I have a list and I want to create a new list in which I should contain only the first character. So I can do name 0 for name in names. So this is also one way of doing it. So if you print the list, then it will contain R and S. Let me run it. So you get R and S. Okay, I will give you more example. More example, you will see things will be more clear. You have a list by the name of L. Now what I want to do, I want to reverse the letter. Like from ABC, it should contain CBA. So these string should be reversed. So name of my reverse underscore list, I will create this list equal to, this is for dictionary comprehension. So char, this I told you to reverse a string for char in L. So I got my reverse list. See, it's simple. You got the reverse list string element. Now you can use the list comprehension with if statements as well. Okay, let me take some example statements. Okay, suppose I want to create a even numbers list I for I in range 1 to 11, and if condition is I want to append only even numbers to my list. So even, this is done. So print even underscore nums. So this is what you want to append in your list, even nums, and these will be all values of I, and these will be I will be appended to the even num list if I is a even number. Okay, let me print the output. So in one line, all the things are happening, and also a neat and clean way. Okay, we can also have if and else statement. If and else statement. Okay, suppose I have a num list here, and what I want to do for the odd number, I want to add their minus value, and for even number, I will multiply them by 2. So here I will get -1, then 4, -3, then 8, -5, then 12. Okay, let me create a list. New underscore list equal to, this is sign. Okay, what I want to append? See it carefully, little bit confusing here. If I percentage 2 equal to 0, else minus I for I in nums. So this is the way of doing it. So append this if I is even number, else do minus I for in nums. Okay, let me print the list. List. Okay, so this is done. Okay, let me take few more example. So let me take a example. Suppose we have a list. This is my list, and from this list I want to take the data type which are single, like integer or float only, and that I want to append in a list. So I can do output list equal to, okay, I for I in input underscore list if type of I equal to int or type of I equal to float. So I can do in this way. So if I print this list, so let us see what will be present in my list. So now my list contain only those values which are having type integer or float. So I have used if with or statement. Okay, let me see if I can give you more example. Okay, suppose I have this for x in range 0, 0, 1. So for uh, odd value I will print odd, and for even value I will print the even number directly. Okay, like result I will create a list x if x percentage 2 equal to 0, else I will print odd for x in. So if I print result, so if the number is even, I get its value as it is, and in case of odd, the odd is printed in place of the number. We can have nested for loops as well in our dictionaries, sorry, in our list. Let me take example. In your nested list, suppose you have a empty list here. So I'm doing first it without list comprehension, then I will perform the same operation by list comprehension. Okay, in list 1 I am appending I plus j, and if I now try to print my list 1, so I get AD, AE, AF, BE. So in this way looping is working. This is nested loops. Okay, if I do the same thing by using list comprehension, then list 2, what I want to append to my list, I plus j for I in ABC space for I in DEF. And if I try to print my list, so I should get the same output. So this was all about the list comprehension. I hope things are clear to you. I have given a lot of example. So if you like my video, please subscribe my channel, and I will give you in the next video I will give you example of dictionary comprehension, how we can do dictionary comprehension. Thanks for watching.